Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome to the Perceptual Shift Show. My name is James Quine, and this is my brother,
Robbie. I'm a perceptual shifter as well, and a life lover.
Life Lover.
Drinking my life loving sludge black coffee. James, you're done.
I'm actually drinking something a little different. Usually I have my hot spice cinnamon tea,
Right.
but my son went to Starbucks, so I got a venti chai latte, extra hot, no water, no foam, with whip, whole milk, and cinnamon steamed in the milk.
And watch him as his eyes roll in the back of his head as he takes a swig.
There must be like 100 packets of
This
sugar
is
in
causing a
thing.
perceptual shift just by itself. This beverage.
It's literally like drinking a dessert. It is so good. If you've never had a chai latte at Starbucks made that way and you like chai lattes, remember, extra hot, no water, no foam, with whipped cream, 6 pumps of chai, whole milk, and cinnamon steamed in the milk.
Lordy, lordy.
It's over the top. And as a side effect, you get to piss off the barista because it's so complicated. No, I'm just kidding. But it is better to give resentments than get them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and also he's got chai latte boundaries.
Yeah.
He wants it a certain way, and that's how it's going to roll down.
Yeah, I don't want to give anybody resentments, but the reality is a barista at Starbucks told me that's how they drink it. And they said, do you want to try it my way? And I got hooked.
The OG way, yeah. They know what they're talking about at Starbucks.
Right. So welcome back to another episode of the Perceptual Shift,
right.
where we go over the Perceptual Shift book, How to Love Life and Manifest Abundance. We are today on page 29, so we are actually going to begin the second chapter, which is called Embracing the Shift. And
I thought you were going to say we're
not going to get ready.
I jumped the gun there. Okay.
Premature musication.
Exactly.
Okay. And if you see this picture, Embracing the Shift, you notice that it is a life lover with their hands in the air saying, I love my life.
Exactly.
And they're opening themselves up to the
kind
abundance.
of looks a little like you, James.
Yeah, they're opening themselves up to abundance. And here's some of the things that are pouring into them.
Yes.
Loving, approachable, kind, curious, practical, respectful, loyal, playful, gentle, happy, curious, disciplined, dedicated, self-motivated. Oh, there's disciplined here twice. Look at that. That might be a little mistake there.
Little slippy poo.
Confident, approachable, loving, balanced, sincere, teachable, humorous.
Right.
So all of these things we open ourselves up to.
That's right.
Those are all forms of abundance.
Yes, they are.
So
and actually, I feel like that's a two-way street because it's also alignment. It's accepting it as a gift and being in alignment with love and higher frequencies and joy and letting go of drama and just making a decision, a conscious decision to be in the love zone.
Yeah. And maybe I wrote disciplined twice because I've discovered that self-discipline has been
Game changer.
a game changer and something that I can't do without if I want to evolve.
Thank you. Yeah, there's no autopilot here.
No,
I wish there was.
Nobody
I would
can do
love
it for you. You can't just take a pill and suddenly be like, completely emotionally balanced and happy,
it's
joyous,
not
and free.
magic shift. It's
It takes some
perception.
work.
Yes.
And a lot of times, guys that I mentor and women will say, I just can't get to the place you're at, James. I can't get to a place where I love life no matter what.
Right.
And I'm able to just go with the flow. And when I have difficulties, just shift into the attitude of gratitude. And I said, it takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah, it's a lot of, and it's not linear. It can be one step forward, 3 steps back.
Exactly. And so I practice.
That's right.
And I still, like you said, have some slips emotionally.
So maybe you're right. Maybe discipline twice was kind of true.
Evidently, at least
It's
at the
like-
time of writing the book, I thought it was super important.
It's discipline squared. You know, like
something
Einstein.
like that. Yeah. So we're going to get into the book. We got an announcement for you. We got some things to do this morning, regular house cleaning. But before we get started, we do what we always do because what we're about to do now creates levity.
That's right.
What did we hear in that with the group we were at yesterday? Somebody was sharing that it is inspiration.
Right.
Is about the ability to sort of have a sense of humor
Yes.
easily
Yeah.
in life and
Right.
not take things so seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so playing music and singing and laughing and dancing and all that stuff sort of feeds that area of my brain and my body to let me just have fun.
Yeah, and actually it kind of brings it into my body when I play music and am joyful like that. It's got an organic
It flows
playfulness
through us. And then,
I mean, literally, we're playing the guitar.
Yeah.
And I'm an instrument, and it plays me too.
All right, so let's try this time. There are some people out there maybe that play guitar.
Right.
And, know how to play a few chords.
Yeah.
Can we tell the audience what chords we're playing in case they want to grab their guitar and play with us?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know them off the top of your head?
It's an E minor,
E minor,
D,
D,
C,
C,
E minor, and
E
then
minor.
the bridge at the end is an A, back to an E minor.
E minor.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple. Okay, so
But
if you have a guitar,
play with your heart, though.
If you want, play from your heart.
Excuse you.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
don't
my
even reach
God,
for my guitar
James.
until I reach for my
Having a senior
perceptual
moment
shifters.
every perceptual shift show.
This is easy for me
Forget
to
the
forget.
perceptual shift lenses. I'm not trying to
For
shame
some
you,
reason, I know. One day I'm going to ask to switch with you, and I'm going to try those flamers.
but okay.
I want to be a flamer one time.
It is fun to flame out, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm bonking on everything.
But you
over
have
here.
those beautiful rain on
I
my
do
parade.
like. I do like.
They're
those.
pretty awesome.
Don't rain on my parade.
That's right. Those are little raindrops coming out of his eyes, representing tears.
Yeah. So if you got your guitar, get ready.
Crystalline.
We're going to start off on it, E minor, right?
That's right. Tune up.
Let's go. Welcome to the Shift Show. Get ready for the mind flow. You're gonna see the world in a brand new way. We'll show you how to love life. Eliminate your strife. You'll manifest all that you desire. Yeah! The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, so that is the song that we start out the show with because we do believe all those words that we spoke in the lyrics, and your mind will be blown if you start perceptually shifting with us.
That's right.
And you are going to fulfill all your desires.
That's right.
You're going to manifest everything if you really dedicate yourself and are disciplined to do the work.
Yeah.
And this, by the way, this book was not created as something to just listen to.
Right.
Even though I'm doing an audible version of it, and even though you can do the Kindle and you can't write it is really a writing book.
Yeah.
It's designed to be written in.
Yeah.
And there's great stuff to listen to. I'm not saying there isn't, but the rubber meets the road when you actually put the pen to the paper.
That's right.
And that's where you grow.
It's next level.
It is. It is. So let's embrace the shift.
Okay.
But before we do that, if you don't own this book
Right.
and you want to get a copy of this book, you can buy it on Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. There's a lot of other places you can get it at. And you can get the hardback or the softcover book or
for just a couple of rubles, you can get it off Kindle.
rubles.
Yeah.
How about dinar?
We're going to go through all of them.
Pounds?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go through all.
Quid. Yeah, there's
Okay.
lots of them. Pesos.
Pence?
Right, sure. Anyway, the point is it's very cheap to get it on Kindle, but buy a notebook too so you can do the writing.
Right.
Because
exactly.
it's only going to go so far. Reading it goes to one level. There's action is writing. Writing is an action.
Yeah.
And it takes it way deeper because it's just got a cathartic, powerful, in my opinion, discipline.
It is a discipline. That's
Yes.
why I wrote that twice.
That's right.
Yeah, it is. And those people who are disciplined get so much more out of it. I can tell you,
That's right.
I was not really disciplined in the
Me
beginning
either.
of this adventure.
I was afraid of discipline.
Yes, and I didn't even like the word.
I didn't either.
Discipline to me was like what judges do,
Right.
what police officers
you're
do,
in trouble.
what your dad does when you
Right.
get in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble.
No.
But self-discipline
Thank you.
is, here's a great example of self-discipline. When I built this house, I had in my shower bathtub, I have chrome faucets.
Right.
So they were shiny and beautiful. It's a brand new house.
Right, sure.
But 6 months later, I looked down at them. I'm like, why are they all spotted?
Water spots.
That looks horrible. So I figured, well, I'm going to clean them.
Right.
Guess what I discovered? Cleaning water spots is not so easy.
Yeah, it's got lime on it, right?
It's got lime. It's
Yeah.
got whatever mineral deposits
Sure.
are on there. And I tried a bunch of different things and
Right.
spray on, wash off, didn't work and whatever. I finally got like barkeeper's friend. I had to scrub it. I was worried it would like scrape the thing. It
Right,
didn't,
right.
but it took a while. It took, a little bit of,
Sure.
what's that called? Manpower work? Something
Yeah.
like, whatever. Anyway, I had to put some muscle
Gusto?
behind it. Yeah. Gusto. I'm thinking of that bald guy on the Lysol container.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean, yeah.
Right.
So I had to be like Mr. Clean, like
Scrubbing.
really tough, and scrub those hard calcium deposits
Right.
away.
And you were doing that and it wasn't cleaning it.
Yeah, but I finally got it clean, and I discovered that if you simply wait a few minutes after you're done taking a shower, so that because the shower will leak on the tub spout.
Okay.
And there's still like drops going on.
Right.
You wait a few minutes, you come back, you can use the towel you dried off with.
Right.
Dry it
that's
off.
Smart. Yeah.
It stays sparkly and nice forever.
Wow.
And that's a
Did
discipline.
you hear the angels sing?
That's a discipline.
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect,
Right.
so I will tell you that periodically I forget.
Yeah.
But if you forget once or twice, they come off pretty easily.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So the same thing applies to your emotions and your
Right.
attitude and your feeling and your experience in life.
Interesting analogy, yeah.
If you take care of it on a daily basis,
Sure.
and you do this type of work, we do a lot more than that. We
Yeah.
meditate, we do affirmations,
Right.
I do yogitation,
We do love and service.
love and service. Yes, I do a lot of reading of inspirational stuff. I
Right.
listen to a lot of inspirational stuff. In fact, let me just detour for a quick second because I brought this over here to show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
These are just a few of the books.
There's another mountain over there I'm looking at right now.
I have a
There's
lot of books I read
tons
of.
and
So let me
tons.
just read off some of these titles,
Sure,
okay?
sure.
The Miracle of Mindfulness.
Right.
The Language of Letting Go. Attitudes of Gratitude and Love.
Awesome.
A Deep Breath of Life.
Love it.
Until Today. And The Daily Stoic.
Right.
And these authors just really have tapped into what I consider to be the love of the universe.
Yeah, I think
And when
so
I
too.
read, I absorb it and I highlight those
Sure.
things I find particularly relevant.
Right.
And most frequently, I write something at the top of the page like attitude of gratitude.
Yeah. You just
know?
kind of condense it down to a few words.
Yes, yes. Or, they have that one saying, whenever there's something wrong, whenever I'm upset at something, there's something going wrong with me.
Right.
There's something that I need to deal with when I'm upset at somebody else.
I have to out James for a second. He is the highlight guy.
I'm a highlighter.
Yep. There's no denial going on there.
I love highlighting. I have
Yeah.
different color highlighters.
Yeah.
But in any case, we do a lot of discipline work to keep tuned up.
Right.
It's like a car. You want it running nicely?
Exactly.
Change the
You
oil.
get a ding for that, but can you move the book?
Yes. Okay. So I know we're getting off topic. We got a lot. This is doubly today. It's a doubly page.
Well, at least
So-
it's not a triply like we just
It's not a
did.
triply. It's we're not going to Italy today.
A double.
It's a double. So we finished with the section of the book called The Roots of Our Perceptions.
Right.
And that first part of the book explored where we inherited these perceptions, particularly the perceptions that aren't really working well for us in our
Right.
life.
Yeah.
If we're having problems in relationships or difficulties at work or struggles financially or health issues, chances are our perceptions are a little out of whack.
Right.
And we may have inherited that stuff from our family, from school, from
Even-
work situations,
even
from
from
events that happened,
Even from TV shows.
even from TV
I mean,
shows.
if you're watching General Hospital and trying to have healthy relationships, it's going to be bumpy.
Or if you're watching, the shoot 'em up, bang bang,
Right.
bad guy, revenge type movies.
Right.
I'm going to avenge that person.
Yeah,
and
the
then
enforcer. Or
as a
something.
boy, you feel like, hey, this is what you should do. You
Right.
should beat people up that insult
Go
you.
kick some ass.
Yeah. So that section of the book talked about where we inherited those perceptions and how to let go of the ones that don't serve us.
Right.
Now we're on to the next chapter. And this chapter, as I stated before, is about embracing this shift. So this page is called The Power of Mindset Shifting, Expanding Your Awareness. We did talk a little bit about awareness before, awareness, acceptance, and action,
Right.
and how important awareness is. Now we're going to get into it a little more.
Okay, great.
And I'll start out with a little, I don't know what it's called, like an analogy, a story, a metaphor, something
Okay.
like that. There once was a man who wandered through life carrying a dim lantern. It gave off just enough light to see a few steps ahead, but the world around him remained mostly in shadows. He grew used to the darkness, navigating cautiously, assuming danger lurked in every shadow. One night, during a fierce storm, his lantern flicked out completely. Alone in unfamiliar woods, he panicked. He stumbled, tripped over roots, scraped his knees, and cursed the darkness.
Right.
Eventually, exhausted and unsure what to do, he stopped. Alone in unfamiliar woods, he panicked. Oh, I just went backwards. Hold on. Eventually, exhausted and unsure what to do, he stopped. He sat down, closed his eyes, and simply breathed. After a while, something told him to open them again. To his astonishment, he could now see almost everything around him. You know how your eyes adjust a little?
Right.
The trees, the path, even the curve of the mountain beyond, all faintly lit
Wow.
by the stars above.
Nice.
It had all been there the whole time. By pausing and closing his eyes, he had allowed them to adjust. He hadn't changed the darkness. He had sharpened his perception.
Right.
In stillness, he made space for a different kind of light to enter.
Wow.
Life is full of pivotal moments. Those brief, often unexpected instances when we pause, create space, and something finally clicks.
Right.
Suddenly we see things differently. These moments of clarity are the seeds of transformation. Recognizing when and how our existing perceptions may be holding us back is the first step toward changing them and creating a life we love. In this chapter, we'll explore how to identify limiting perceptions, understand the triggers that prompt perceptual shifts, and develop the self-awareness required to embrace new ways of seeing the world. By honing these skills, you can unlock greater joy, resilience, and abundance in your life. And before we get to the question, I want to just briefly touch on this story. So it's a metaphor for when we're trapped in what feels like darkness in our life, doom and gloom.
Right.
And we talk about flicking off self-pity, but the reality is sometimes we're not even aware that we're in an extremely dark, painful, dysfunctional experience in our life. You could be married in a very dysfunctional marriage and have the perception that no matter what, even if you're being hit with a frying pan, you should stay, and you're just staying.
Right.
That's a very dark place to stay. You could, on the other hand, you could be exaggerating, and the person you're with isn't scrambling your eggs quite the way you like it, and you're thinking, this is horrible, I'm going to leave because I'm in a dark place. I mean, you could be a drama queen about it as well.
Yeah.
This is
an egg drama queen.
This is where having somebody that's walked this path before you is so incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
And the cool thing, if you're going to get this book and you're going to do this work, the cool thing is that when you're doing it with other people, one person may have walked in that darkness in a relationship, but not financially. Another person might have walked through financial darkness, fear of not having enough money, but not have dealt with the health issues. Another person might have dealt with the health issues, but not the love issue. So each person can sort of share their experience, strength, and hope and lift each other up. That's why fellowship is just so important when we do this type of work.
It's great.
Yeah, so it's very, very valuable. And, once again, that's why we encourage you. I didn't mention it before, but we have a Saturday workshop on Zoom.
I was thinking the same
and
thing.
People can come to that workshop. Robbie and I will be there every Saturday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Zoom link is in the description of this podcast. You can hit me up on Instagram or TikTok at James M for Michael QUINE and ask me for the passcode to get into that Zoom meeting. Every Saturday, we're there doing the work, putting the pen to the paper.
That's right.
And we will gladly share our experience, strength, and hope. But there are also some incredible people that have a lot of experience, strength, and hope in there also.
Right. We're doing it as a collective, and James and I do it together too.
We do.
We're all like doing the work.
We're doing the deal.
Super wonderful.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's a great meeting too. Just jump on in if you guys want to take it to the next level. Also, the life hacks, they really help. Sometimes I'll just watch like 3 life hacks and I get in a better mood, and it kind of takes the edge off the day.
I did a new one today. Did you see that?
Yes,
one?
I loved the life hack today.
Don't struggle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a secret or not.
No, it doesn't. You can watch it. It's not a secret. Don't struggle. It's just all about not struggling.
Yeah, and surrendering and just kind of taking it easy. It's not going to help just freaking out and being all tense and having a crappy day. I can press the reset button at any time.
Have you ever mentored somebody and you've sort of said don't struggle in your own way?
Yeah,
and
they get pissed off.
You don't know what it's like to
they
be
got all
me.
this trauma and
You've never lost a pinky finger.
Yeah.
It's like I actually haven't.
You've
but
never
you know
chipped a nail.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there are some situations that take more compassion and empathy on my part, for sure.
Right.
I've mentored some guys that have like serious illnesses.
Right. Back surgeries and stuff.
How about the guy I was working with, Charlie, that I was working with, who had the horrible headaches? He had these pounding headaches that were so severe.
Right.
I don't know if they were called hammer headaches. I'm not sure there's actual
migraine.
No, it's worse, much worse than migraine. Okay. And the only thing that would relieve them is intravenous Valium.
Oh man.
And he was trying to do that, but it only barely touched it.
Right.
He said the only thing that really worked for it was to be completely asleep or knocked out.
Wow, like a propofol or something.
Yeah, so being alive and awake was such agonizing pain for him.
Wow.
And when I looked it up, it was something like 92% of people that end up with this disease kill themselves.
Wow.
And I think he lasted 2 or 3 years before he shot himself and killed himself. Yeah. So there are some things that we have to be a little bit more compassionate and understanding.
I agree with you on that.
But in any case, the idea is that I feel that most of the darkness that we as human beings experience are self-imposed.
I agree.
And we can come out of it if we have the tools. And that's what we are here today doing, is trying to share the tools we use to come out of the darkness and into the light.
Right.
And the light is so much more fun,
and
unless you're sleeping.
It's tried and true. I mean, you've been doing this for over 40 years.
Yes. And you over 30.
And I'm right behind you.
Yeah. So together, we really are grateful for this opportunity to be of service, to share our message with you.
Right.
And to hopefully help more people love their life and manifest abundance.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
And with that, let's get into the questions. There's only one question in this section, and it's this. Have you ever had a moment when something in your life suddenly shifted and you saw things in a different way? And if so, what was that pivotal moment? Positive or negative? And how did it shape your perspective on life? What impact has it had on your life? So Do you have something that comes to mind?
Several things. We're talking about a new pair of glasses, aren't we?
We are. We're talking about, but even, yes, a new pair of glasses, like putting them on for the first time.
Right.
But what caused you to put them on?
Right. Well, one thing that comes to mind is when I was a teenager, actually it involves James. We came out to Hawaii. I think I had a lot of romance in my head about surfing in Hawaii, riding the, ride the wild surf. And it was fun, but I bit off more than I could chew that one day.
At sunset.
At sunset. And I didn't really understand that Hawaii is sitting in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of the ocean. And when there's some swell energy, it's not like LA, where the swell builds, and it'll get a couple feet bigger, and it'll get, by the end of the day, it'll be maybe 5 feet bigger. In Hawaii, it can go like 20 feet bigger in about an hour.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. And the tides were getting really strong. I didn't understand the tides that well.
And we went out in the afternoon.
It's an island, it's got very strong tides.
Yeah.
And it was getting bigger and bigger, and a giant wave came, and my board broke like a toothpick. It just snapped.
Well, before it broke, we were paddling further and further out.
Right, exactly.
So that these ginormous waves would not crash on
we
our head.
We were like a half mile out.
So by the time we were in a position to realize, we needed to get in, we were so far out.
Yeah.
That it was terrifying. You remember what I did before your board broke.
You just started paddling. You said, I'm going in, man.
Yeah, I told Robbie, I'm like, I'm going to wait.
I don't care if I get crunched. I'm going in.
Yes, I'm going to wait until I see the first break of any kind, and I'm going to paddle. And you said, you're going to get killed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't stay out here, bro. We're going to die out here.
Yeah, and it was starting to get darker.
Starting to get darker.
Yeah.
And I paddled and paddled and paddled and paddled with all of my might.
You were smart.
I looked behind me. The waves were coming. Humongous set.
Humongous.
Giant. Rob
we're talking like five times overhead.
Yeah, I see Rob paddling out, and I'm paddling in, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I could be dead.
Yeah.
But luckily for me, the wave hit right behind where I was.
Oh, that's good. So you got like an explosion.
And it rocketed me into the air.
Yeah.
Head over heels,
That's happened
left
to me
and right, just flying like a rocket.
Right.
Grabbing onto my board with all my might.
Like a rag doll. Yeah.
Hit the water, smash, 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 smash. And finally, by the time I came out of it.
There was so much energy from the wave.
I was way far in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Not all the way in, but past the break point.
Past the big ones, yeah.
Past the break point.
Right.
And then you were out there, and I remember paddling in and saying, hey, my brother's in trouble and whatever.
Thank you for that.
And that was before your board broke. I didn't even know that your board broke until much later.
Right.
But that was a terrible moment.
Anyway,
a terrible and maybe an awesome moment.
Right. So I had a new respect for the power of the ocean. I had a new respect for being alive. I was so scared I thought I wasn't going to make it. And so that was a shift. I don't take the ocean for granted ever anymore. After
and
that.
It's like that Stoic saying, memento.
Right.
I think that's how it goes, something like that. And it means don't forget you're mortal.
That's right. That is exactly my little mantra that day.
Sometimes we need a reminder.
Yeah. No, I got a reminder. I got bitch slapped. Yes.
Yeah. And the nice thing about that is it's like being mortal means that we're going to die, and we don't need to get into the pity pot or victimization that we're going to die one day. Instead, what we do is we use it to take advantage of this experience we call life.
Sure.
To love our lives, because we are not going to be able to do this forever.
Yeah, seize the moment.
This is a limited time offer.
That's right. The clock's ticking right here.
Yes, and we have a choice every day.
Yeah.
Love it or don't love it.
Right.
You wake up in the morning, I want to love my life. I want to be excited for the day.
It's much more fun.
Were you always excited for the day? Your whole life?
No.
No. How did you used to feel before this adventure?
I used to wake up sometimes and be angry.
Miserable for me.
Yeah.
Unhappy. Not want to go
Just
on.
only focusing on the bad shit. Not focusing really very much on the good stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's completely the opposite.
Yes, exactly. Kiss the universe.
That's right. Thank you.
And be grateful you can move your hands and feet.
I'm thankful that I didn't die in that huge, gigantic Hawaiian surf on the North Shore.
Yeah. Or the fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Or any of the earthquakes.
Or
as a kid.
COVID, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it.
So that's your pivotal moment. that influenced you.
Do you have a good one?
But hold on. How did it shape your perspective now? Is that are you more appreciative of life?
Absolutely,
and more
100%.
careful with this human body?
Yes.
Okay. Pivotal moment in my life. Think about that for a minute. I mean, I've had quite a few pivotal moments in my life. I think that probably the most pivotal moment was in July of 1991. I was in our Saab. We had like a wine-colored Saab, burgundy Saab, my first wife and I, with my first son, Andrew. And he was about 9 months old. And we were driving to Griffith Park and listening to the radio. And we got one of those radio announcements that says, "We're interrupting this broadcast to bring you a special news announcement. There is a gunman at Griffith Park, and shots have been fired. And we'll keep you posted as to what's going on." Now, we were probably a mile away from Griffith Park.
Is he like a sniper kind of guy?
Turned out, the guy that ran the ponies was Hank, our pool man.
Right.
And a guy with a gun came and robbed him and stole $5,000 of the money from the weekend take.
Oh my
from
God.
Hank. Hank and Hank Jr. chased him. Hank Jr.
That sounds like
threw
Hank,
a
all
pipe at the guy and hit a van.
Go Hank.
Hank Sr. grabbed the pipe and took off after him.
Wow.
The guy got away in like a Cadillac or something like that.
Oh, and then he came back to...
I mean, evidently he got the money or whatever. And I don't know if the guy was ever caught, but the bottom line is that in that moment, I looked at my wife at that time and I said, "I don't want to raise Andrew here.
Right.
I don't want to be in LA anymore."
Right.
And she said, "Neither do I."
Right. Good.
And that's when we decided, let's go to where...
Hold on, that gets a ding.
And that's when we decided, let's move to where we went on our honeymoon, which was Maui, Hawaii.
Right.
And that precipitated the selling of our houses
Right.
and the move out here. And that was a pivotal moment.
That really
in my
was,
life.
yeah. Everything changed.
And here's what I take away from it today is I love the feeling of being safe.
Me too.
And Maui has offered me a huge degree of feeling safe compared to a big city.
It checks a lot of the boxes.
I loved growing up in
I did
LA
too.
and Hollywood, and
Yeah.
it was great, and there was so much cool stuff.
Right.
But at this stage in my life, and when I had children, safety was really paramount for me.
I get it, yeah.
And it's a feeling of like, I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in fear. I don't want to live in fear.
Yeah.
And so, as a result, I've been here since that time.
Fear is
since
highly
1991.
overrated, by the way.
Yes. So it's had a very positive impact, probably even more so that I aspire to be at peace and serene and in a state of equanimity in my life.
Hold on.
And that all follows through with this idea of loving life and manifesting abundance. And, peace is a form of abundance for me. Wow. A lot of dings in a
You
row.
deserve it.
And, that's happening for me right now in my life. So thank you for your honesty and your
Yeah,
intimacy
you
and
too.
sharing your thing. I'm very, very grateful to be here. There's nothing to ding about, but I wanted to ding it because you were getting all the ding action there. It feels kind of good. By the way, I bought this thing on Amazon.com.
It's very perceptually shifty, as you can hear.
Very cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds really cool. Yeah, I love it.
It's a little Zen drum.
Yeah, so...
We call it our hippie drum.
Yeah, we are at the end of our time. We've actually ran out of time.
Right.
We have another announcement similar to the one we had earlier. But before we do that, as we did in the beginning of this podcast, we started out with levity and music
Right.
and having some fun. We're going to have some fun going out of the podcast too. So hang on a second for that announcement while we put our perceptual shift lenses
That's right.
back on.
Time for more fun.
And we bring you another
Very different.
short little song, very different. If you've been here before, you might have heard it. If not, again, same chords as before.
Yes.
It's going to start out on the E minor.
But the lyrics are a little different.
Lyrics are a little bit different. It's our outro song. Now you've heard the Shift Show. I hope you got your mind blown. We'll be back next week with more to say. And if you are a seeker, buy the book, dig deeper. Take what you like and now go out and play. The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't think the audience can see me kick my foot up, but we agreed that I would kick my foot up, which has no sock or shoe on it, and when my foot goes in the air, we will pull off that grind.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. So, once again, if you would like to get the book, you don't have to, but if you'd like to dig deeper and get the book and do it with us, you can grab the book and then join us at our Saturday Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Again,
It's super awesome.
The ID for the Zoom is in the description of this podcast.
Right.
If you want the passcode, DM me at Instagram or TikTok.
Did you say the times of the meeting?
3 p.m. California time.
Right.
6 p.m. New York time. If you want the passcode, hit me up. DM me on Instagram or TikTok at James M for Michael Quine, Quine. Like, follow, subscribe to this podcast if you want to get notified of the next one. And you can buy the book at Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble or lots of other places online. Just search for The Perceptual Shift. You can also add my name, Quine. You'll find it. It's $14.95, I think, for the softback book, a little bit more for hardback.
Right.
Or
if you want to save some shekels,
sheckly.
go to Kindle, right?
Well, there's no real Kindle.
Okay.
You always say go to Kindle.
I don't know
maybe
how
there
to
is
say it.
Maybe there's a Kindle.com.
Do
I don't know.
Go
I
to
don't think so.
Amazon and
You
get
said,
a Kindle?
Yeah, but you can just say, if you want to save some sheckly decklies, get the Kindle edition.
Right.
It's available at Amazon also. Right? Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, if you do get the Kindle and you want to look at it on your phone or your iPad or your Fire tablet or whatever, you also should have
a notebook.
That's right, to do the writing.
Do some writing, yeah.
Yeah, that's where you'll get the most benefit.
Yeah,
Doing the writing.
there's you kind of see what's happening here is there's questions and then there's the writing part. So
Yes.
if you only answer the questions, you will still get some valuable
the question
tools.
is usually a yes/no.
But to personalize it and to dig deep and do some writing, I think is important. It's cathartic and it's very healing to do that.
It's hard to fully uncover, discover,
Yes,
discard unless
thank
you do the writing.
Yes,
And
agree.
I know that pen.
I mean, some people hate writing.
Some
And
people,
I didn't like writing at first. Did you?
No, this for some people this weighs 1,000 pounds.
Thank you.
Right?
5,000 actually.
So in any case, that's what we suggest you do. And if you don't want to buy the book, I am working on the Audible version. You can listen
Right.
to this. You can come back to these podcasts. If you haven't heard earlier ones, you can go back to the beginning if you want.
Right.
Occasionally we have guests also. And this is really important. We are life lovers.
Yes.
We definitely are life lovers. But that does not mean that we love every single thing that happens to us.
That's very,
I mean,
very
that
important.
would be like sort of like godlike status, or we'd be Buddha or somebody else.
It's magical thinking.
It's not going to happen.
No.
I mean, you stub your toe, it's not going to be fun in that
Right.
moment. But the idea of being a life lover is that you're so grateful just to be alive.
Right.
That you love your life regardless of the little stumbles.
Sure.
The missteps, the mistakes.
Yeah.
The things that didn't go your way.
Right.
And you can walk through that
Right.
and come out the other side and still be in an attitude of gratitude.
Exactly. They're just little irritating things that are part of life sometimes.
Yes, and when you
Just kind of let it roll off.
Yeah, you can be a life lover and still not like some things that are going on.
Exactly, yeah.
So if you want to be a
They're
life
not
lover,
mutually exclusive.
yeah, if you want to be a life lover, you don't have to tattoo "I love my life" on the top of your
exactly.
head. Okay. Although, like my daughter, you can tattoo it somewhere on your body.
That's
I don't
so
have
cool.
it on me, but in any case,
Shout out to
the
Annie
easier
on
way. Yes, I love you, Annie. The easier way is to just start saying, I love my life. Say
Yeah.
it in the car. Say it when you wake up in the morning. If you've got kids, let them hear you yell out, I love my
Yeah,
life.
be the crazy guy
more
that
you
sings
say-
it in the shower.
Exactly. The more you say, I love my life, the more your brain will believe
Right,
it.
right.
And the more you'll act your way into thinking that you love your life.
Exactly.
So especially if you don't love your life right now, but you want to love your life.
Right.
You can say it with us because we're going to say it on the count of 3.
That's right. This is our mantra around here.
You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I love my life! Thank you, everybody.
Ow!
The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.